By Jove, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've got it. Good evening. Right, let's get this show on the road. Hello. Excuse me, groveling about on the floor, trying to work out how to get things to work here. Hold on. Something's not quite right. Give me 2 seconds. Now it's right. That's better. Right, can you hear me? Can you see me? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the piano. I haven't done this for so long, I've forgotten how to set everything up. So I hope it's working again. And finally, I've managed to get the piano back to... Ah, that's better. To sound like a stereo piano again. So I do apologize. For some reason, it was mono only, and I don't know why. So now it's definitely stereo again. Where shall I put my laptop so I can read the chat? Let's put it... No, let's not do that, because that's... Is that dangerous? It is dangerous. I know what I'll do. I'll put it there. There. Now it can sit there. Oh, that's good. I can keep an eye on it there. How about that? Yes. It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long time. I don't need that, really, do I? I don't need that. So, I'll need it later for a bit of tunes. Let's start with some music. I need to get back to using this machine again. I haven't played the piano for so long. I miss it. Have you missed it? I've definitely missed it. I can turn my microphone on and off from here now, can't I? Can I turn my microphone on and off from here? That's better. Sorry, you can see me, but you couldn't see. I'm so stupid. I've got the wrong setting over there. That's better. Oh, see, I haven't done this for so long. That's better. That's better. Oh, you can hear a baby downstairs as well. The beautiful sound of a piano. Shall we have a little bit of... I don't know, I'm in a bluesy mood today. Anyone else in a bluesy mood? What I think we'll do, actually, we'll get rid of this piano and we'll have this piano. It's not very nice, is it? Let's have... Actually, let's mix both of those. Well, let's sort that then. I have no idea what's going on tonight. That's all at the right level. It's all at exactly where it's supposed to be. Even when soft. Oh, for heaven's sake. Right, what's wrong here then? Is that on? No, that's on. This is on. You see, these are the things you're supposed to... Well, that is going all the way up, isn't it? It shouldn't be that loud. Well, what we do is we just quite simply... I know what we do, actually. Because I've got this running through a separate... I've got this running through a... Ah! Ha 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 ha! That should be a bit better. It shouldn't be clipping at all. Nothing is clipping. Everything is absolutely fine. I've got it running through far too many different things here. Hold on. Ah, okay. Have we got something on there that shouldn't be on there? Let me turn it down a bit more, just to make sure. For some reason, Logic is pumping out an incredible signal. had my glasses to see what that was doing. What is it doing? It's getting better, but still distorted. Still maxing out. What the hell is wrong with this machine? This is not even on it's on half volume. What's it doing? Maybe because I haven't played this thing for so long, maybe it's something in the settings. Maybe it's sending out some kind of sort of plus 4 dBs or some crap like that. Let me see, where do I find that again? I think we find that, where do we find that? We find it, it's in one of these things here. Where is it? Edit, there we are. No, it must be there. Yes, master volume normal. That doesn't make sense then, does it? Oh, what did I do? Oh, bugger, what did I do there? I don't know. That changed something. Ah. It changed something here, but it didn't change anything there. That doesn't make sense then. Let's just go back over here. Actually, hold on, let me just try something. That makes no difference. Oh, so I'm turning down some... Ah, how about this? No, still as loud as it was. This is fun. What the hell is going on there? Why is it pumping out such an enormous level? There's nothing going through there, so it can't be that. That's off, that's at 0, so that shouldn't be that. That, oh, maybe it's that. No, that's still an enormous level. Bear with me, we'll work this out together. Somehow. What I don't understand is the level coming through the ATEM is not even vaguely. That makes no sense, because that's the nice low level that we should be having. However, it's this that's doing the overloading for some bizarre reason. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just take this down a bit. Better. That sounds better. That sounds better. It's gone back to mono again. Oh, for God's sake, what is going on here? Still clipping and mono. Jim says it's good. Jez says it's okay. The robotic crafter says it's still clipping, and now it's mono. Why is it mono? It's not mono in my ears. Bloody technology. You see, this is what happens. You don't. Everything updates itself. Right? Is it this one, or is it this one? Is this mono still? Ha ha. Bet that's not mono. Is that stereo? Mike sings stereo. That should be stereo now, folks. It can't be something in between, it's either or. Better. Better, better, better. The funny thing is I'm not getting any clipping at all. And there's no clipping on that monitor, there's no clipping on that monitor, there's no clipping on that monitor. So I'm not getting it, so YouTube is doing the clipping. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Let's turn that off and just have a normal piano. Sometimes it's clipping when you play loud. Jürgen's saying now it's good. I'm going to believe Jürgen. Jez says it's good. Jez can't hear clipping. Julian thinks it sounds good. But it says when loud. The problem is I can only play loud. I'm a digital pianist. I only play loud. Well, I suppose the other thing I can do is just do that a little bit and take that down. Well, the important thing, I mean, the sound isn't. I set all this up this afternoon. I just set it all up and thought, right, open that, open that, open that, open that, and everything will be fine because it always works the way it always used to work. And now it doesn't. Now it's perfect. I didn't do anything. It's all psychological. I knew it. I knew it. I didn't do a bloody thing. Right, tasty beverage time. Tasty beverage time. Cheers, everybody. Where am I going to put this? Oh, damn. On the floor. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Thursday night piano sessions. We haven't had one of these for ages, and I do apologise because I've got this beautiful machine sitting here that I don't use. Right, let's add that electric piano back in. It's clipping again. Boogie, blues and blether. Blether is a wonderful Scottish word for chit-chat. Let's start off with a piece of music I heard earlier today. Oh, look, there's a small flying creature. This is the ceiling of my room. See that? This is why my piano room, my organ room, is not as exciting as it could be. Anyway, I was watching... What was I watching? I was watching something on the internet, and there was a beautiful version of a wonderful piece of music being played in the background, and I thought, ooh, that sounds nice. Guess what it was? It was this. Is it stereo again? It should be. I love the bass sounds on this piano. They're really good, aren't they? I've forgotten all the wonderful things this thing can do. I think this isn't. What was the difference again? That's much brighter. I prefer. Yeah, that's the best one. The jazz pianos. That's good. No. Yeah, that's the best one there. Let me remind myself of these guys. There's one. It's a bit too cheesy. It's got a nice bass to it, that one. What's all this crap? Ah, strings and pants. Oh my god. Oh, sod that. This is quite good fun though. That's good fun because you get the lovely bass sounds on the old. It comes after the piano, which makes it really gorgeous. I'm going to have to put this over my... I want to put it over my shoulder, but it keeps coming back to haunt me, so I'm going to have to sit on it. Ooh. That's better. This is good for sort of that kind of... And if you have lots of kinky chords, you need kinky chords for this kind of stuff. So minor sevenths in nice voicings, but also minor ninths. Fun chords like this. Oh, gives you all sorts of nice ideas. Anyway, back to the world of piano for now. Like I say, I haven't played this for an awfully long time. Rhapsody in Blues, says Tim. Forget it. We do a boogie, I suppose, and something like that. Feels like music to a TV show. Yes, indeed. It does indeed. Let's have a boogie woogie in the key of E flat. I don't think we've ever done an E flat boogie, but it's time we did. And we'll do one of those sort of simple boogie woogies. I got a wonderful email not that long ago from a viewer from Canada, who contacted me to say, oh, how do you learn to play boogie? So I showed him all the videos I've already put up there. And he wrote back about a fortnight later saying, I can't coordinate the left and right hands. And I said, oh, don't worry about it. It'll come with time. How long have you been playing piano? He came back and said, 2 weeks. And I said, well, hold on a minute. You shouldn't be playing, boogie woogie doesn't come after 2 weeks. Boogie woogie comes, after an awfully long time. And so I got him to calm right down. And he's practicing away, which is rather exciting. So let's hope that our Canadian friend, manages to get his boogie woogie coming together soon. Let's do one in the key of E flat. It's not always just in the key of C. All those boogie players out there, they only ever play in C or G, occasionally F. And I think that's terrible. There are so many beautiful keys and nobody's playing boogies in them. We can. Something like that. I haven't tried that for a long time. Ooh, at least weeks. At least weeks. Trick to doing that kind of thing. Did you notice all the time I wasn't looking at my hands, everything sounded fine. And then I concentrated on what I was doing, I was watching what I was doing, and it was all over the place. That's life. Work that one out. Work that one out. Practice blind, everybody. Practice blind. Work out what the keys are. Feel your way around the keyboard. Ooh, look. Ooh, how many black dots are there? There's 3. There's 2. So that means that must be C. And if that's C, then ta-da! That's a beautiful, whatever chord that is, C9. And if where was that? That was here. So that means this is an F chord. That means a B flat, A flat, D flat, and so on. Yeah. Practice blind, ladies and gentlemen. I had the incredible privilege once of getting to know a certain blind piano player. I shall leave his name out at the moment. And he taught me to do all sorts of things. Not only musically. But he taught me this skill, I suppose it is, the skill of playing blind. Now, I was lucky because I already had a blind piano teacher. And he used to make me practice in the dark. That sounds a bit weird in this day and age. Imagine coming home from your piano lesson age sort of 11 and saying, "Oh, hello, teacher made me play in the dark today." Yeah, that probably wouldn't be allowed in this day and age, would it? But back then, there was no problem. And yeah, we used to sort of practice things in the dark. And he would sort of say, he'd be saying, "Right, what are you learning at the moment?" And I would say, "I don't know, I'm learning," I don't know, what was I learning at the moment? Probably something like, I don't know. Let me think. The problem is my piano repertoire has disappeared. E flat major sonata by Schubert. Something like that. I can't remember it, that's the problem. How does it go? I can't remember how it goes. But anyway, you know, and I would be playing that kind of stuff in the dark. G major, Beethoven. No. How does it go? I can't remember these things, that's the problem. But we were practicing everything in the dark. Grieg. To the spring. Remember that? Can't remember how it goes. It doesn't go like that. I can't remember how these things go, but I can remember how they felt. Does that make sense? Yeah, I honestly can't remember that. Very bizarre. But yeah, practice in the dark, ladies and gentlemen. I hear noises in the antechamber, which means a Mrs. G and a bundle of G have just, hello. There's a Mrs. G and the coloured light is attached to the organ. I can't get it off. Mrs. First thing, she came up and looked and she said, "Why haven't you got the light on in the background?" I've no idea. Well, because it's not there, is it? It's there. Oh, you mean that one? Yeah. Oh. The little bundle of joy, as you can see, is not being a happy girl today. This is typical Vanessa. I forgot to put on a light. There you are. What a huge difference that made. Sort of 10 degrees of light above my head. Really? Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we forgot something. Ping! Check that out. Ta-da! Which means I should do something in the old chit-chat, shouldn't I? I should put something in the chat. Put something in the chat. Right, here we are. Click, copy, pop, paste. You see, as soon as the director's there, she reminds me that we're doing this for the love of money. No, making money is an added bonus of what we do here. There we are. Click, pin. Right, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Should you wish to support us in our endeavours, then feel free. Open your wallets and repeat after me. Help yourself. Yes. our fundraiser over the festival, it was good. It was good. We didn't set ourselves any sort of target because otherwise you'd probably be disappointed. But yeah, it was actually very good, and it means we can be planning our trips around the country to do some more actual live recordings, organs and such like. So that's exciting. So we're getting going. We're getting going on that. But obviously, the more the merrier. So should you wish to help us out, put a penny in the old man's hat. I should wear a hat, shouldn't I? Then we would of course be most grateful. That light is not doing very much in the background. I beg your pardon? Yeah, Vanessa's in the background saying hats don't suit me. Yes, all right. Yes, I am not a hat person. I can't put any hats on. I look stupid with a hat. My sister, on the other hand, she could put a potato bag on her head and it would look amazing. She's got one of those heads that just does hats. I don't, unfortunately. I have a very strange, I'm a strange shape. It's amazing that clothes even fit me. I beg your pardon? Oh, I see, my head is too round to wear a hat. What shape head should you have to wear a hat? A square one? I beg your pardon? What? She's being sarcastic in the background. Mrs. Gartshore, stop being sarcastic. It's very, very sarcastic. Right, on with the show, on with the music. Barry, hello Barry. Barry says, can we get a boogie? Well, you just did, but here's another one. Here's a faster one. You want a fast boogie, that's what you mean really, isn't it? There you go, a proper good old-fashioned boogie again. That was hard work. I've forgotten how to do that. These are the only muscles in my body, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. The rest of me, I'm just a big flobby mess of nothingness. I've realised that over the last couple of weeks because I've been in the garage working on cars again. I say working on cars. That sounds very grand, doesn't it? But I've been working on my ancient car, my 24-year-old Audi. My 24-year-old Audi A2. I've also been working on my mother-in-law's, I don't know how old that is, 10-year-old Audi as well. I did the brakes on my mother-in-law's car. That conjures up all sorts of jokes about mothers-in-laws and not being able to stop. But I did it properly. I did it very well. But yeah, I was doing some work on my little Audi A2 this afternoon for my other channel, the Gartshore's Garage channel. And I was supposed to be doing, Magic Mike is here as well, Magic Mike, internet mechanic extraordinaire. Magic Mike is here, and Magic Mike, you will love this. I was doing the drum brakes on the Audi A2 today. The rear brakes are still old-fashioned drum brakes. Now, drum brakes are actually quite good when you think about it. They do a good job if they're set up properly, and Volkswagen Audi drum brakes, they're still being used on a lot of cars. They work very well, they do the job, but with much hammering, swearing, cursing, and God knows what, I managed to get the right side drum off, changed everything over. It turned out whoever was in there before me years ago, there's a self-adjusting wedge, and they put it in the wrong way round. So the brakes were basically not adjusting themselves. They were constantly too tight, which is why they were wearing themselves down so quickly and seizing. So I managed to change that. And then when I went to the left side, the driver's side, to get that one done, again, I couldn't get the drum off, so lots of swearing, cursing, hammering, and making a terrible noise. The neighbours were having a whale of a time laughing at me. I finally managed to get the drum off to find out that the cylinder, the little sort of cylinder thing that pushes the brake shoes out, had exploded at some point and showered everything in brake juice, brake fluid, which obviously then rusted everything up inside. Which is incredibly horrible. So what was supposed to be a nice quick brake job, maybe like an hour total left and right, is going to turn into a 2 or 3 day job so I can go and get all the parts. So yeah, and doing this and doing my mother-in-law's brakes, and I have some other jobs to do as well on the cars, I finally realized that parts of my body that I'd forgotten about have muscles in them from doing things in different positions. And it reminds me that as a 51-year-old male, I kind of need to get out there and do a little bit more. I need to move a bit more. Jim! A ticket from Jim. Thank you so much, Jim. That's very kind. Thanks, Jim. Actually, while we're on the subject of that, let's see if anyone else has been. Where do I do that? I can't remember now. Here. Mail. And then, I mustn't show you all my emails. That's embarrassing. You mustn't see that. You probably can't see it anyway, but no, this is private, so I mustn't show you all my emails. Oh, we've had, hold on. What's today? Today's the 16th. We've had 2 tickets. Jan. Thank you. 3, sorry, Jan. Jerry. Thank you very much to Jerry. Thank you very much, Jerry. Thank you very much to Jan. And who's this? Ruan. Thank you very much to Ruan as well. Very kind. Thank you very much. So there we are. 3 tickets plus Jim with his fancy one here. Thank you very much, Jim. Very kind. And thank you, everyone else. Splendid. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Keep them coming, folks. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep me in chocolate. No. That's naughty, isn't it? So yeah, so that's been happening. So yeah, what did you think of our organ festival the end of, well, last week, wasn't it? It was the week before last, actually. That was bloody good fun. It really was good fun. Tell you what, though, we definitely needed the week off afterwards. Very, very tiring week. In addition to the festival, we had all sorts of things going on in our private lives that were a bit weird. Nothing to worry about. Nothing really to worry about. But all these sorts of things that happen in the background that you sort of let happen in the background, but you really need to take care of. So yeah, so that was a bit weird. We had to get that all sorted out. Hello, oh, I'm being waved at by a baby. Hello. I beg your pardon? Yes, I'm just talking about that. Off you go, woman. Honestly, last week she told me to have a week off because we'd been working so hard. So I took a week off, and I'm back at it for about 20 minutes, and there she is with a whip in the corner, slave driving me. Slave driver. She's looking at me in that way. Bye-bye. They're going back downstairs. Ah, peace at last. No. We love Mrs. G. Mrs. G is wonderful, yes, but she is a bit of a slave driver. Anyway, so yes, no, the festival was great fun. Lots of things going on as well. So it's what was that? I was going to say something profound and interesting until I was interrupted. I can't remember. But it's good to be back. There we are. That's what I was going to say. Tomorrow night's going to be a fun concert. I have installed another new sample set organ, and it's an organ I know really well. You know that picture of me where I'm sort of sitting at an organ. I have to turn around for this. I'm sitting at an organ console. I've got one hand here, one hand here. I'm looking down at my right hand, and the church is beautifully lit up in the background. It's probably about 10 years old now, that picture. But it's in this church, this new one here, Landau, which is down in the southwest of Germany, near the French border. And it's an amazing church, huge acoustics. It's one of the largest churches in the country, building size-wise. And this enormously large Steinmeier German romantic organ as well that's in there. So that's been released for Hauptwerk, and that's coming tomorrow night for the first time. I haven't even tried it myself. I've only just installed it. So I need to sit down and try it. But it's going to be wonderful. I know that because it's a Piotr Grabowski organ. And they are all very good. And this one will be no exception. And because I know the organ myself, I know what it's capable of. So I'm looking forward to that. Join us for that. And then on Sunday, we're back to the usual. Sunday night is organ music night. And then, and then after that, I've got an arsenal of good of equipment now. So I will be getting back out to record some exciting organs from Oot na Boot, to continue the Canadian theme, from Oot na Boot, and get that sorted. And get back out to that. So yeah, all exciting, very exciting. We're going to start locally and then sort of spiral outwards from this area, eventually going on tour to record organs for YouTube. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. Really exciting indeed. Let's have a piece of music in the style of Thomas Fats Waller. Now, a long time ago, I promised I was going to show you the Fats Waller secret, because everyone assumes he goes, everyone assumes he does that, which he doesn't. That's Count Basie. Count Basie does that kind of thing. Fats Waller does, it sounds similar, but it's not that at all. It's actually much more difficult. It sounds really cool. I'm not going to show you tonight. I'm going to do a dedicated video on it because I've only ever found one other person who can actually do it. One other person who can actually do it, who can do it right. And I thought, ooh, all right, that's two of us now. So I have to show it. I have to share it with the world. So we're going to do some proper Fats Waller stuff at some point. Now, unfortunately, I'm not blessed with a large left hand. I can stretch a sort of comfortable white tenth and minor black tenths, that kind of stuff. Not a problem at all, yeah, but I can't do big major tenths like a D major tenth. Not all in one. I can actually physically touch the two keys at the same time, but I can't play them at the same time, if you know what I mean. I just wish my hand was slightly bigger. The big one would be B major, from a B to a D sharp, or B flat to D. That would be my ideal tenth. If I could really just comfortably go, then I would just turn into Fats Waller, basically, because his hands were, well, there's a tenth, and that's my sort of, that's it for me. There's an 11th, okay? It would appear that most French organists can stretch an 11th. French organists have bigger hands than British ones. The 12th is the next one, obviously. Not many people can stretch a 12th. Fats Waller could stretch a 13th. Yeah? That's a huge hand. And he had a very, very precise technique, despite the fact his hands were so huge. Anyway. He would even do it in his right hand as well. All this kind of stuff. And, you know, if I could properly stretch that, you know, you could do all of those kinds of things. Fats Waller was absolutely wonderful, and we love him to bits. He composed all sorts of wonderful tunes. His most famous one, of course, I haven't played it for months, is my theme tune in this day and age. In the old days, it definitely wasn't my theme tune, but now I'm a good boy, so it's Ain't Misbehaving. It seems you have to end a piece of music like that. You have to... Count Basie invented that. He invented it in the key of D flat because, like me, he was not blessed with the largest hands, and he could only stretch that in his in his right hand comfortably. And off you go with Count Basie style, which we all adore. Well, I do. I hope you all do too. Nothing beats a bit of Count Basie. Good fun. In a minor key. Earlier this evening we played, what did we play? We played Summertime, didn't we? We played Summertime. What's this royal we nonsense? I played Summertime. Cheers, tasty beverage time. I'm running out of tasty beverage. I need to go for a shop tomorrow. Things in minor keys. Well, what about Stefan Grappelli and Django Reinhardt? They came up with a wonderful thing called the minor swing. And as far as I remember, it goes something like this. Why am I can switch this off here. Where's my, is this me? Yes, that's me. I can switch it off here. I don't need to reach over there. Technology. something weird. The minor swing there. Over the past few weeks, I've been sitting at various instruments from time to time, trying out little experimental things. And you, my guinea pigs in the audience, are the first victims to hear these things. And some of them are, I don't know, I'm trying a sort of polyrhythmic thing that's almost working, but maybe not quite. I think it did work in that. I don't know if anyone noticed it. So what you do is you take one hand, whether it's your left hand, which is going to keep a rhythm going, and then you just go completely free with your other hand. Errol Garner style, yeah? The trick is to keep this hand completely steady. And then, and the trick is then to be as free as possible with your other hand. Now it's not, everyone thinks it's just play everything behind the beat. It's not quite that. There's a lot more looseness to it. Obviously you start, you sort of, as you get further away from the first beat, you get further back. Yeah, it's difficult to do. Errol Garner was a genius. Errol Garner, I'm convinced, I'm absolutely convinced that Errol Garner had some kind of genetic anomaly, let's put it like that, which gave him the ability to do that. And just look at the guy for a start. There was definitely something in his genes. I don't mean these, I mean the G genes. Anyway, but yeah, he was a wonderful guy, absolutely wonderful guy. However, I'm trying to do it the other way around, so I'm keeping the right hand going. I'm keeping the right hand going while at the same time trying to just completely free up the left hand. At some point trying to sort of come back together again. It's quite difficult to do and make it sound convincing. There's a guy out there, I'm sure he's still around, he's called Michel Camilo, or probably Camillo, I don't know. I think he's Cuban originally, but he definitely lives in New York now. I went to see him in New York many, many years ago, play in the Blue Note Club. Remember the Blue Note Club? Is it still there? He played, and the guy was an absolute bloody genius. I was expecting him to be there with his entire sort of Cuban-style big band tearing the place apart, but no, they weren't. It was just him and a trio. It was him with a trio. It was his own trio. It was him with bass and drums, and that was it. And it was unbelievable. He tore the piano to pieces. And one of his tricks was to keep one of his hands absolutely in rhythm, but at the same time, not just a simple rhythm, just, a bananas rhythm, but keep it in rhythm, and the left hand would be going just, the left hand would be in a completely different continent, musically speaking, and it was incredibly different to listen to, and I'm imagining incredibly difficult to play. I'm guessing, and I know this because all jazz musicians do it, I'm guessing he was just going for it and hoping that it worked. And he's so talented that it did just work. He probably practiced it at some point, but that's the whole point about this kind of music. You shouldn't, you should not sit and practice this until it sounds perfect. You should always be trying to add something and just, really go for it. Experiment. Yeah, it's very difficult. It's difficult to explain as well. Anyway, ignore my rumblings in the background. Ooh, what have I missed here? Buy me a coffee. Hello, buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee. What's this? Something has been... the wish... Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention the wish list. Oh, thank you very much. The Platts gang has added something to the wish... Or taken something off the wish list. Thank you very much indeed. That's very kind. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've put some more things back on the wish list. I'm a bit cheeky, I know, but... but a lot of people said, hey, you've got nothing on the wish list. And it would appear it would appear that people are much more inclined to help buy stuff than just nourishment, as it were. So thank you very much for helping buy stuff. It's good because it's all stuff we need when we're back out and about on the road. So thank you very much. Very kind, very kind. Any more tickets? I didn't spot any more tickets. No, there weren't any more tickets. So there we are. Splendid. Anyway, that's fine. That sounds like it could be something from Count Basie. I don't know. What could that be? Let's improvise something in that style and see what happens. what was that? I don't know. I rather enjoyed that, whatever the hell it was. Started out in A minor. Where's A minor gone there? This is a great thing. If you're playing in sort of bluesy styles, you just hit 3 notes at the same time. Oh, God, my neck is killing me. It's working on cars. You hit 3 notes at the same time, and it works for this chord. And this chord. Pretty good, eh? And this chord. Theoretically, it's magic. Yeah, it's just, it's 3 notes and it just works. Anyway, right, bopping Fraser as well. Bopping, who's bopping me? I don't know. Oh, nothing like a good bopping. I'm having a ball, says Richard S. Highly concentrated. Me? Highly concentrated? Good God. No, the only thing that's highly concentrated in me is my urine at the moment because I'm not drinking enough. Which is why I should really be doing more of this. I've spent the last few days doing all sorts of other things and I've been forgetting to drink. My skin is looking like a prune. I have a drink over there. Hold on, let me go and get it. Yes, back to this. Here, can anyone explain this absolute baloney to me? This is absolute. Is this everywhere in the world or is this only in Germany? Here, bottled water, yes, or any kind of plastic bottled drink. You unscrew the cap and no, the cap is stuck to the bloody bottle. And it's a pain in the arse. I suppose it's because people are too stupid to take this and throw it, to put it back on there when they go and return the bottle for their deposit. In Germany, we have deposits on bottles. But this is all the rage now, and nobody told us it was happening. It's one of those things that they just sort of phased in. It's a pain in the arse. It really is a pain in the arse. If you're trying to drink from the bottle, of course I've ripped it off now, so I can't show you. Do I have another one here? No. Imagine this is still stuck. You sort of open the bottle and it's sort of stuck at 90 degrees to the bottom. So you go to drink out of the bottle and you end up with this thing stuck in your face where you're trying to have a drink. It's pathetic. So what people are doing now instead, they're ripping them off consciously and then they lose them and throw them away. So it's actually adding to the plastic problem. Moronic nonsense. Is that happening in your part of the world as well? If it is, write to your local politicians and tell them to stop it. What a pain in the butt. Iron Brew has gone that way. Yes, they need to make the caps this way. Why? Because people throw it anywhere. Well, no, they actually don't throw it anywhere. That's rubbish. People don't throw it anywhere. Maybe in your part of the world, but they certainly don't do it here. No, I think they now throw them everywhere because they're so pissed off with this stupid invention. They rip them off and throw them away deliberately now. Makes perfect sense to me. No, it's rubbish. Another case of people being stupid. While I was working on my car this afternoon doing the brakes, it sort of dawned on me. I was sitting downstairs. I was wearing a t-shirt, a pair of jeans, and I was hammering away at this old rusty drum brake. Try saying that when you hadn't had enough to drink. A rusty drum brake. Yes, brake drum. You know what I mean? It's a drum brake, and I was hammering on the brake drum, boom, 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 with a very heavy hammer, trying to dislodge all the crap that was inside it so I could get the drum off the shoes that were inside, and it wasn't working. And I was beating the merry hell out of this thing with this hammer, having a whale of a time doing it. And it dawned on me, I was doing this, I was filming it for my YouTube channel, the other one. I was doing this, and it dawned on me that, well, first of all, it's incredibly loud. You have a huge metal hammer on metal, bang, bang, bang. It's very loud. Oh, my poor sensitive ears, rubbish. And then bits of rust and crap and brake dust and all sorts of other cancerous nonsense flying around the air, getting in my eyes, up my nostrils, in my mouth, down the front of my shirt, in my hair, all over the place. Yeah. And here I was beating away on this thing, and it dawned on me, in this day and age, you probably have to have some kind of disclaimer for stupid people. Hitting a piece of rusty metal with a big heavy piece of metal will cause things to fly. Take precaution. Now, of course, I'm old now, so I don't care. But it just dawned on me, you know, even when I was young and doing that, I didn't care either. But nowadays people need a safety label on everything because they're too stupid to think for themselves. At least that's the way it feels to me. Does it feel that way to you? It's weird, isn't it? There's a lot of it about. Yeah, Spike Milligan said that. You even said, Spike Milligan said that. I'm not allowed to think these days. Yes, well, yeah, that's very true, isn't it? No, the thing is, everyone assumes in this day and age that everyone's looking after us. Well, no, nobody's looking after us. You're looking after yourself. And if you can't look after yourself, then stay indoors. I put a disclaimer in that video. I was hammering away on this thing and I said, oh, ladies and gentlemen, you know, for anyone born after the year 2000, make sure you're wearing safety glasses, make sure you're wearing safety equipment, make sure you're wearing something so that you're not covering, and make sure you're wearing breathing apparatus so you're not breathing in any of this stuff, etc., etc., etc. I thought, I better say that because there's probably somewhere down the line in about 10 years' time, there's going to be some moron who's going to sort of come back and say, I watched your video when you were bagging on that, and I did the same thing, and I got this, and well, that's tough. You know what I mean? We live in a very bizarre society. It's pathetic. I think we should have a safety label on stupid people. Who said that? Marek, you are absolutely right. I love you for saying that. Thank you, Marek. You're the best. Here. Smartphones, stupid people. That's the way it's gone of late, isn't it? Oh, well, never mind. Good job we're all getting older. These people are going to be in power soon. Oh, actually, here's an actual example of this. At a church service recently. Now, I've been playing in the church I play, and I've been playing there for 10 years now. And I think I know the organ very well, and I think I know the congregation very well too. So I accompany all the hymns the way I've always accompanied them, and everyone sings along. And after a recent service, somebody who'd never been to that church before, at least I'd never seen them before, somebody waited at the bottom of the stairs for the organist. And I thought, oh, here we go. I could see in the face there was a problem. You could see it in the face. You could see the steam rising. And I wandered down the stairs and said, oh, hello. Did you enjoy the organ playing? That always catches them off because they're ready to say something else. And I'm just going to say this person, I'm not going to tell you anything about this person, immediately launched into it. It was far too loud, my sensitive ears. I thought, all right, here we go. And I said, oh, I'm terribly sorry. Were you singing? No, I wasn't singing along. I couldn't sing. It was too loud. I thought, oh, I see. Right, but everyone else in the congregation, they managed to sing along. Ah, but they're old. I said, okay, what's the difference? I wouldn't class myself as old as they are, and I was like, but you're nowhere near the sound of the organ. I said, I'm right in front of the bloody pipes. I'm getting more of it than you are. And this person just on and on and on and on and on. And then at the end, the person said, I would like to write a complaint. Who do I write to? And I said, if you want to write a complaint, I would write a complaint to the music coordinator at the parish of St. Anna in Herschbach. Here's the address. Oh, thank you very much. I will do that. Guess who the music coordinator is? So anyway, yeah. Yes, we live in a stupid world. And it's getting worse, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting worse. Let's all stick together in the Gartshore Gang and let's listen to really loud music and make each other deaf. I'm almost deaf in my right ear anyway for playing organ too loud and piano too loud. Vanessa's always sort of saying, are you listening? I said, no, what? You know that, but it's a man-woman thing, isn't it? You know, when women speak, there's a certain sort of frequency level. And it's a very dangerous frequency level because that's the sort of filter that's in a man's ear, and men's ears filter that frequency out naturally. Anyone who believes a word I'm saying, by the way, should immediately go and get themselves checked. But it's great fun if you say these things because that really gets her annoyed, and then I really get into trouble. But no, it's true. I am actually losing my hearing in my right ear. Do I care? No, because I had a wonderful time deafening myself over the past 40 odd years while I was making music. It's wonderful. Would I change a thing? No, and that's the important thing. Will I miss it when it's gone? Maybe. I don't care. Is it my own fault? Yes, but I enjoyed every minute of it. What are we going to play next? A slow boogie. I think we'll have a slow boogie. What's that, says Joe. Yes, exactly. Da-da-da-da-dum-dum. A slow boogie in the key of F major. Oh, my microphone was on the entire time during that. You could have heard me breathing. I do apologize. What was I doing there? I'm not sure. Splendid. Ooh, a ticket has arrived. At least it looks like it. Who dis? A ticket from Monica. Thank you very much. Oh, we need to change the ticket things. It's still saying festival stuff. Nonetheless, thank you very much, folks. Competition time. How many copyright claims did I get during the festival? You'll never come up with the answer. Which is why this evening we're only playing stuff. We're only playing stuff. In the hope that we don't get copyrighted. It's a pathetic system at the moment. Okay, Well, it's been great to be back at the piano again, and it's a weeknight, so we won't go on 39, 137. Well, I'll tell you what, it was between Marek's and Joe's. Between Marek's and Joe's, which is frightening when you think about it. 64. Ooh, all right then, we'll change that. It was between Razbuzz's and Joe's. Frightening, 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 frightening. 100. All right, not quite. So we're now between Razbuzz and Julian. Okay, you're not going to win anything. You can do what you want. 76 was the correct answer. I'll just tell you that now. 76 was the correct answer, which is frightening when you consider I only played a handful of pieces over the 5 days. But for some reason, some of them got double claimed. One piece of music actually got claimed 5 times because some people thought... Some people out there thought I was playing it 5 times in a different way, and they claim it's pathetic. 76 trombones. Well, I better be careful with that. Meredith Wilson hasn't been long dead that much. Hasn't been dead that long. God, I can't speak. It's can I still play? That's the main question. Yes, it's been a real one. In the real world, it's okay to do cover versions with rules, etc., but not for YouTube. Yeah, well, Richard, the problem is... The problem's only partly YouTube. YouTube just doesn't have the right tools to allow creators to explain what they're doing. And what the main problem is that a lot of copyright pirates out there are claiming that we are using... It's not necessarily composition copyright, it's recording copyright. So a piece of music that's been recorded and published. So for example, one of the favorites is the Brazilian National Orchestra recorded, I don't know, let's say they recorded a version of, I don't know, what did they record a version of? Let's say, I don't know, and it's some classical piece, whatever. Rachmaninoff's Second Symphony. Fair enough, why not? And someone then comes along and plays an organ arrangement they painstakingly did themselves, took them years to do, of the Rachmaninoff's Second Symphony, which is absolutely wonderful. It took them years and years and months to do it, and they thought, oh, this is great. I'm going to play it on the organ now. And then this idiot from South America says, ha, I'm going to have some of that, thank you very much. And they claim then that we were using the recording of that Brazilian orchestra, not the piece of music, because Rachmaninoff's music is all in the public domain now. He died in 1943, so it's all in the public domain internationally. But this recording that the Brazilian National Orchestra made sounded remarkably similar to the version that was played as an organ arrangement, and this pirate company decides they want a share of that money for no reason whatsoever, and so on and so on and so on. It's awful. It goes on and on and on like that forever, and it's a pain in the butt. Nowadays, they're trying to copyright breathing noises. Oh, I'm sure they are. I don't know what that is. That sounds quite nice as well, doesn't it? But it sounds similar to everything else we did tonight. So let's do something by Duke Ellington. We haven't had any Duke Ellington tonight. Duke Ellington's great on the piano because all you need to do is incredibly weird arpeggios from the top. That kind of stuff. It helps if you get them right. Well, that wasn't very good. That's better. That's better. You do incredibly weird arpeggios, and at the same time you just go... Lots of bashing about there, but you also do bashing down there and up here at the same time. Duke Ellington was amazing. I would have loved to have met Duke Ellington. I've known a few people over the years that did know Duke Ellington, and they all said he was a very strange character, very polite, very pleasant, very warm, very affectionate, but weird. Sounds like an organist. touch of Duke Ellington stuff there. Duke Ellington loved his triads. That had nothing to do with the key he's in. Very good player. He loved augmented stuff as well for some reason. It's quite easy to do actually. Just find your anchor note and then bash bash. That kind of stuff. I've no idea what this is going to be. What on earth was that? I don't know. It was something using the chords of, it was a mixture between, what was it? It was a mix between Ain't Misbehavin' and I Got Rhythm. Now I'm going to do the legendary Fats Waller version of I Got Rhythm at some point. There's a wonderful recording out there of Fats Waller and his old piano teacher, James P. Johnson, doing what's called a piano battle. A wonderful old piano battle, a battle royal, if you like, royale, and they're playing I Got Rhythm. And how do they start? That kind of thing. That's James P. Johnson. Now then Fats Waller comes in and does something absolutely... which everyone assumes is just... It's not. It's again one of his fancy, he called it tickling the ivories. He was tickling the keys. And when he does these things, he's always in the background saying, stop. His real name was Thomas Fats Waller. And they would say, ooh, stop it, Thomas, you're tickling early tonight. That kind of thing. And again, it's one of those incredibly difficult things to do. There's lots of repeated notes. And the trick is, actually I'm not going to tell you the trick tonight, I'm going to tell you the trick in a dedicated video. And it's incredibly difficult to do, but once you've learnt it, it sits in the fingers and it seems remarkably simple once you know how to do it, as do most jazz things. For example, a pentatonic scale, 3 fingers, that's all you need for that. Isn't that wonderful? Nobody thinks about that. Everyone sort of thinks, oh my God, how am I going to do it? It's Art Tatum stuff, even that. It sounds incredibly difficult. It's actually very easy. If only I had his left hand. Anyway, stop your tickling joke. Enough of that nonsense. Let's play I Got Rhythm to finish up this evening's musical miscellany. A cornucopia of musical crap. A veritable cornucopia of crap indeed. All good fun. So thank you very much for joining in this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the technical nonsense at the beginning where I couldn't get the piano to go stereo, but it seems to be working now. I wonder what I did. Can I recreate the problem? Probably not. It says it's stereo there, it sounds stereo here, it's coming through their stereo. So, work it out. Although that looks mono on the... It looks mono coming through there, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. We'll be able to work it out one of these days. Ladies and gentlemen, I Got Rhythm, apparently. Again, with an electric piano. Yeah, we didn't do enough of that, did we? We wanted to... This could work, this could sound weird. Anyway, let's go. Anything goes, says Tim. Oh, Cole Porter, copyright, got to be careful. George Gershwin, no copyright. Technically public domain. Let's, ladies and gentlemen, play some fun stuff to finish off. See you tomorrow for some Landau. Yes, everyone's gonna be coming up with all sorts of Star Wars jokes with that, aren't they? The Landau organ, which I'm very much looking forward to. I haven't played it yet. I've only just installed it, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's all about. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks, for our piano night. See you tomorrow for some organ music. I look forward to it. Night, night.